attacks on the person of the OONI of IFE, Obani Enitan Ogunwusi by Sunday IGBOHO, and his subsequent apologies, the monarch has responded, saying that the activist spoke someone who is not a true born of Yoruba land. The monarch, who spoke through his spokesman, Moses Olafare, said no true Yoruba son or daughter will speak in such a manner as Mr. Adeyemo has spoken, saying his conduct and attitude cast doubt on his true intention in his self-saddled responsibility of defending the Yorubas. The OONI's spokesman, Mr. Olafare, said Mr. Adeyemo was going overboard in his conduct and that he should not believe that he is bigger than the authorities. He said, "We have not made any official statement on the matter and the matter does not really make any sense to us. If somebody who identifies himself with the cause of Yoruba could be talking in that manner about the OONI, who is indisputably a spiritual head of the race, then one must wonder whether or not the person has been representing us truly. It gives room to people to suspect your motive." He made some very irresponsible allegations. You know, when you make allegations that you cannot back up with evidence, that can only portray you as an irresponsible man. If you make unfounded allegations and then you want to use allegations to further justify your claims as the generalism of the race, it is up to the public. It is unfortunate. If you say the OONI has collected money, I expected him to show evidence. You say he has collected dollars. Irresponsible allegation is irresponsible allegation if you cannot back up whatever you allege with acceptable evidence, Mr. Olafare said. On the threat of violence, Mr. Olafare said, well, he said that in a video that is well circulated, and the video must have gotten to security agents who would see beyond what we are seeing. It is a threat to life if you say that if somebody is going, you are going to waylay that person and fire him. If you are bold enough to say that to anybody, not to talk of even an OONI of IFE, I believe that security agents will see that as a threat to life. Why we are not ready to report any matter to security agents, I believe that they will know what to do. Yes. Well, I think that was somebody came out and said, oh, if the Yoruba leaders, if the Yoruba leaders and elders, if they are ready for, if they have his time, that they are the ones that will hand him over to the security people. But according to what the spokesperson of the Oba has said, that the governor and the authority, the security agents, they know what to do. They are not the one to tell them what to do. But be that as it may, are these people, you know that at the end of the day, the victim is not going to be blamed. The question is that all these people who have been murdered, why, what led? Because if you guys have not left your responsibility, if you people think that you are more articulated, you are more educated, you are more sophisticated, you have wisdom, you have this, you have that, this man wouldn't have come up in the first place. And because of your attitude and because of what even he has accused you people of, that is what has brought him to limelight. Because if really you guys are proactive, if you people know about intelligence gathering, those who claim to be in that department, they are just collecting money for nothing, because you would have aligned with them. All of this Esme Wahala wouldn't have come up in the first place. And this thing has been going on for a very long time. You know, somebody will just lose his life, or some people will just lose their family member. The next thing you will come and say, okay, oh, it is all right. Say, okay, just be patient. Be patient. We are going to do something about it. And you come back. You know, that is the reason why we are still where we are, because people cannot express themselves. Of course, in the area of allegations, because that is the norm thing that majority of them have been doing. But one thing they always say, one is always innocent until proven guilty, because that in that area, maybe he has been seeing people doing that. But in this case, of course, you have to provide an evidence that, oh, this and so happened. But my own case is that if you guys had done what you needed to do, this man, because there's a vacuum, even as we speak, there's a vacuum. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is saying anything. He can come out and apologize and say, oh, he was being ruled by his emotions, and that is emotions that they are trying to kill. The so-called leaders, they are trying to kill your emotion. They don't want you, even when they are doing bad things, they don't want you to react. When you beat a child, you don't want that child to cry. And that is the whole thing about it. Oh, I'm the whatever, I am the this, I am that, I am this. But you guys, you have failed in your duties. Why is it that the people could not even run to Alaafin for you? Because this Oba, the OONI of Ife, is in, I think it's in Osun State. So, but the next Oba that is in that vicinity that the people needed to cry to, they didn't go to them. They didn't go to the government, because the government has promised and failed several times. So they had to go to him. The Oba in Oyo would have handled this whole thing. Even the small, because the OONI of the Alaafin for you, at least is a, I think is a first class monarch. But we have other ones that are supposed to even be reporting to the Alaafin for you. Those ones are supposed to even be settling all those little areas, or the smaller areas, but they couldn't do it. We even heard that one of the Obas in that Igogon, that they kidnapped his son. I don't know whether the man reported it to the police. If that has been the whole thing, don't you know that you guys are failed in your duties? If you feel that you are sophisticated, you know how to go about things, then, and you really love your people, all these movies have come up in the first place. You can't just say, oh, somebody is taking off your hand. Oh, sorry. Okay, I've told you sorry. Now, what else do you want? That is exactly what you guys are doing, and you have given room for all of this kind of a thing to be happening. And that was why he said, when that's the people who are calling him to come and arrest, he said, I'm not going to go until the governor of the state calls me, and which everybody knows that the man is not going to call him. I think the best thing is just for everybody to just sit down, because at the end of the day, they want to turn everything on him. And those who are thinking that they have a place they can run to, they've gotten everything that they need in life. It might not be so. It might not be so, because this one that everybody is trying to gag everybody. Take action. Speak. Nobody say you should insult anybody. Speak for your people. Why is it that people are pampering? You are pampering what is not. You are pampering people who you are supposed to talk to. Speak to the authority. Speak to the power. Speak to the power. Of course, nobody will be in this kind of position that will not even be will not be angry. But they don't want you to be angry. Don't even cry. Once you are being beaten, don't just cry at all. That is exactly what he wants. So it's unfortunate. Well, he has apologized, and let the people who are supposed to do the needful, let them do the needful. Some places have been held hostage by these so-called S-men. What have you done about it? Nothing. The Oba cannot tell us that he didn't hear what happened in Ogun State. What did you do? Nothing. Everybody just trying to be politically correct. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning all this.